gives you a lot of setup, right? The potential for plays with the Jarvan Renekton on the top side cannot be overstated, especially if this LeBlanc is roaming.
Yeah, I mean, it is strong in duo capacity. You are right. In the
it's us.
It's us. Thank you. Thank you. They've realised that G2 are about to, you know.
Sorry, Jun nearly got that Cosmic Finding onto Isma there. I thought that was meant to connect.
Isma angle's good, but on the triangle brush, Ward's going to spot him out. He'll immediately flag and drag and go in, but under turret, Isma playing a dangerous game. Tangle Barbs used a little bit early here, and that means that Labrov won't get the lock.
Carry should be in a decent spot. Labrov trying to be sneaky with the minion line here. Does no one notice? I think he should.
That means he's not in line.
Wait, he didn't notice. He didn't notice.
He gets Tangle Barbs. Blooming Burst is there. The feathers come out. The Killer Instinct as well. Second skin has been popped. Hunsama running in for the next one as well. The feathers are out. The flash matched. Good instincts here from Hunsama. Nice little stepping stone for our League of Legends games here in Europe. Hunsama gets to step up and get a plate as well. So, still quite nice as... I don't know what's happening in top lane, but shout out to Lot. I mean, to his credit. I didn't discredit him, though. I didn't need to, Dagda. I just saying it's good push out here. Cap's going to be flagged and dragged. Good knock up here. Chain as well. Going to double root him in. Distortion for good damage, but Cap's has got a Spectre's cows. The Jackies ain't doing that much anymore.
Yeah, he kind of started to fall off as LeBlanc into this matchup at this stage. And it's just going to ignore the damage, but there's the engage.
Wukong set up. Pop Blossom's going to follow up as well and finds a one-man, but SkewMond is going to spin a second time. Isma turns into Cataclysm, but he can't get out. Magical journey now from Labrov. He's followed it. He's taken. He's found Jun, who will be forsaken. He's left to the right, while First Blood goes to G2.
G2 find the kill, and it was.
And again, things are just escalating. 1,500 gold at 12 minutes in the game. It's not as explosive as game one, I feel, but as we go back to top lane, the all-in, he's gone into the dominance, but this is what I'm talking about. Broken Blade might not have the first item, but Caps is on the way. He's going to bring one hell of a hero's entrance in. That was a weird Justice punch, but still the Shield of Duran with the Winds of War will take down Lot.
Nicely done by Caps on the roam. The ultimate to keep him in check, and Lot had the flash, didn't want to invest to try and get away, maybe more focused.
I guess that's what Caps wanted to punch. He was like, hey, he's going to flash here. Didn't end up doing so. Labrov running for his life here. The feathers are out yet again. Jackie's going to make a roam. LeBlanc on the way in. Good route with the pullback, and Jun gets the kill. You don't want that from GIANTX, but at least you take one off the board.
I mean, nicely done by GIANTX, though. Catching overextension.
Pretty much all of them are up and available. There will be an advantage if Lot joins with his TP, as Gnar is up now. But it will be going down. Hunsama found out. Electrocute bursts him down. Barrier saves his life, but Jackie's done exactly what you need to secure Drake.
GIANTX reading the map well. They push him.
Place through G2's bottom side jungle. It might be SkewMond who goes to clear it out. Meanwhile, Pop Blossom up in the top lane, going to be flashed away from after the slice and die. But now, can he escape even further? Yes, he can. Caps can't do enough damage, but Broken Blade, can he TP for this? He's going to hop over the head of Labrov, send out the boomerang. Good damage again onto Lot. He goes into dominance. Tempered Fate on him and the turret. Jun comes in to save the day while the teleport's going to come in and help buy time for GIANTX. Lanes are doing pretty good in this game, and Dragon's up in a minute 30 with them already having won. It feels like a good game state as Noah versus Hunsama is going to begin.
SkewMond's here,
Kraken comes out. The Unleashed Feathers won't find the target. It's SkewMond again. Double Cyclone is a root from Labrov, and the bonk on the head. Interrupt on Isma flagging in as 80 carries will both drop down. Nice of Jackies to get the trade. But this game, I'm really tunneling on SkewMond with the angles he's finding.
I mean, it was nice on mid before that can happen. And they tried to do so by moving Jackies, but SkewMond was there to cover. But hang on.
Fate finds Labrov, catches Isma as well, but they're trapped together. Out with the smooch ulti from Isma, a Cataclysm down. Labrov trying to escape. He's going to fake it. Isma goes for the left. Oh, he's going to flag and drag eventually, but he doesn't have the ulti. Labrov tangles him down, and with the Proto Belt, he won't escape. He dies to the turret in the end and wastes a bit of Isma's time.
Still, the kill goes over. Tempered Fate, though, going to be slow to come back up. So maybe if G2 can stall, they can get Neeko back on the map.
Isma looking for an angle again. No Cataclysm. SkewMond found out. Gets a Cosmic Binding down. Nice from Jun. TP going to be burned as well. SkewMond has no ulti himself. He has his flash. Cap's going to save the day. Hunsama almost dies. The Jackie's trying to carry the game. Forward goes Caps. Meanwhile, Hunsama flashes over the wall. Noah dies, though. Broken Blade went into Gnar and said, Gnar! Broken Blade sending his Q out again. He's got to flash away this time with Herald out. Cap's getting the charm onto Jackies. Lets the distortion backwards. Lot, meanwhile, into dominance. Wants to fight again with the Pop Blossom on the edge. Almost finding a new target. GIANTX get out by the skin of their teeth while Herald hasn't got the charge yet. There's a mineral wave, or rather minion wave in the way. Labrov tries to set it up, and yes, indeed, the turret will die. G2 find an advantage out of the play, but boy, is it close here with GIANTX picking those angles quite nicely.
I'm shocked that G2 managed to make that work.
Me too.
Especially because Jackie's eliminated Hansama from the equation from the get.
Running into a Galio with Hollow Radiance and a bit of health now coming from what you assume is a Rift Maker. It's not bad. Jun found out as well. Magical Journey going to be taken. Double Cyclone and an easy kill gifted to Hansama. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, there's a Renekton versus a Gnar, and this time we're getting the real thick of what it should have been. Labrov looking for the dive. Pop Blossom. Lot's going to get help, but will it be in time? You know the answer is no. Chloe mitigates the turret. Jackie's rolls on in. He gets a Cathian rained by Hansama as 4 members of G2 hold strong. Jackie's gets the Rether in, but it's Broken Blade who hops over to help. Hansama's moving into Fog of War himself. Broken Blade would survive a little bit longer than maybe you all expect at home. Going to go Mega Gnar. Lot gets a stride breaker, stun up, then a wall now there. He gets a Q down. Walls Lot against it. Jackie's misses the chain, and the rest of G2 are on the way. Caps teleported to the last minion there. Justice Punch wins of war, and a Pop Blossom. Labrov sends him down under. And G2 are absolutely whomping the game now.
Caps saw LeBlanc for maybe half a second on that ward, and the TP was already pushing bot lane, the ability to look for these big engages. And now GIANTX have to try and face check into this with G2 once again putting pressure on multiple flanks.
But look at Broken Blade. I mean, he's about to go into the Mega Gnar. Lot's going to run up into him, but here comes the Mega. Tempered Fate on the Dragon to buy some time. Lot gets stunned up, gets a house thrown at him, but Magical Journey out. GIANTX are like, no, we can't fight, but they've already committed Lot in here. At least one is going to die, and I think it's a Renekton. Flash forward, Labrov finds 3. The feathers will go out, but it's a storm of no feathers. Nothing to be used. A Cyclone again. SkewMond found the backline and onto Jackie's. A W used by Hansama. A triple kill with no ulti to follow up for the potential penta or even quadra, but here comes Caps again. Shielded around close to getting Jun, but GIANTX are left with 2, and G2 are just the gods of fighting in this series.
They look absolutely insane. The combination working out incredibly well for them. G2 set them up, Hansama knocks them down, and it'll be bot lane Tower and Baron that fall with this.
I'm also being told as his turret goes down that in the history of the LEC, in a series that is a best of 3, the fewest kills we've ever had is Origin at 4. GIANTX, this is the only kills they've had in the series. If they do not get another kill, they will make history here. Not in a good way. But Jackie's just gets tagged out, and the Cathian Rain from Hansama and the 3.5 item Kaisa is enough. Blooming Burst again, Jun gets tagged out, and with this Baron, it's doing its work on its own. The cannon minion hard to step up to. Even Noah gets a Winds of War to the face. Well, meanwhile, we look towards mid. Broken Blade about to go into the Mega Gnar. Jackie's looking for the stun. He gets stunned up instead. Mega Gnar against the wall, brings in Caps. Broken Blade flushes out, and here he is. He sets up the shield around. Hansama flies through with the Seeker's Arm Guard. And for G2, they're going to give away the kill, which means GX will be safe from setting a record. And at least slowing down the Baron with a 1-for-1 is a win, but the base is still in tatters.
They will be tied on that record, but G2 never letting up. They want to take more.
It's Broken Blade, it's Caps. Hansama would make it an easy finish. They could find a fight, but 29 minutes in, they're still going to try. However, with the teleport in, it is simply just for the inhibitor for now, but Broken Blade is going to go into Mega Gnar. They want to end the series right here, right now. In under an hour, it seems, or at least close to. Broken Blade comes back in with a Mega Gnar, and Lot gets shoved in, but no stun up with the W either from Broken Blade. Caps jumps in with the Justice Punch, shielded Durant. Pop Blossom only a 1-man. Looking for the Tangle Bars, but Labrov gets knocked up instead, and he's dead. Okay.
TP behind, TP behind.
They're going to look for even more. Get away from the Origin record and get into holding onto this game. The hop over the wall, or rather over Lot's face. Kiting it out as Broken Blade, and Lot is in danger if he follows up anymore. Broken Blade gets on now.
Best AD carry in the league right now, which for Noah was insane to say. But unfortunately for them, they haven't quite found it.
Soul onto this series, onto their day 2 in Madrid. Lock in top 4, it's as simple as that. GIANTX will be in single elimination. Their backs are against the wall. Labrov looking again for the Tangle Barbs. He finds a Pop Blossom instead, then presses the E, gets the GA out. Labrov's tanking up, he will die. As Tempered Fate buys a little bit more time, Isma comes back to life, and Broken Blade about to go into the Mega Gnar. Looking for a hopping angle. Jackie's backs away though and will not give it to him. So despite Labrov dying in a 4 versus 5, G2 still say, let's end the series now. Shield Durant doesn't work, the flag and drag in, but Isma, it's a bait. Cyclone in the back, SkewMond enables Caps to jump on in. Broken Blade gets a 2-man, and against the wall, GIANTX get rammed SkewMond sends out the twirly-whirly once more, and Jackie does his best, but with a Nexus exposed, with GIANTX left with more numbers, it won't matter. Hansama goes gold with the Nexus still falling down, and G2 will lock in the top 4, and Europe shrieks as once again we realize G2 might be our best team.
It's a Banshee's wail from Europe, as it seems like the Reaper has returned. G2 back in form is terrifying for playoffs.
And I've said it about Kaisa. I mean, G2 locked top 4, Kaisa locked top 4, but mainly G2 story here and today. It's a